Hello guys, Michaela here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another speed build. Today I am building a video that has been in my folder for a very long time. Well, to be more precise, I filmed the first part of this video in December of 2023. I had an idea when the forend pack was fairly new still, and I had an idea to build eco duplex in the world of Evergreen Harbor, like very small duplex homes in Evergreen Harbor. And I made that happen. I created the shell. I filmed the first part, which was the exterior of the build, and then I kind of forgot about the video, or I kind of kept postponing it in my schedule in my Notion template. And yeah, so I kept postponing it further and further and further, but now finally it's coming out because obviously, as you know if you watch my videos more frequently, I've been studying for my university finals. They're actually happening. My first one is next week, then the other two are the week after that. So I'm kind of approaching the final stretch. And yeah, so it was convenient that I already had something pre-filmed, not the whole thing, but a big part of it. So I used the footage now. So yeah, these are my two duplexes. They're very tiny. I played around with the color scheme for a while because I wasn't sure what I wanted to go for, and the exterior is ends up being very different, like each one. So I think the one that is now orange, which I think is going to change to a darker color, is going to be like more girly pink, and the other one is much more like masculine and dark and black and red, I think, and like orange woods, not orange woods, orange highlights, things like that. So it's going to be much darker. Now, I'm going to be completely transparent. I'm not the biggest fan of this build. I was very excited when I started building it. I love the exterior, but the interior, I don't know. I'm just not sure it hits the way I wanted it to. But yeah, it is what it is. I just had to. Sometimes it just happens that you're not fully happy with how a build turns out. And that's completely fine. I've been having some difficulties figuring out builds lately because I haven't had much time to build, obviously, for the aforementioned reasons, and but I did try and come up with some shells for like future builds, because obviously after I'm done with my exams, I hope to go on some vacation, so I need stuff to be at least ready to build or pre-filmed a little bit. So I'm trying to build at least a little, because I need to kind of keep my schedule, and B, I really need to for the reason to keep me sane, because if I'd studied like morning to evening, I just wouldn't be able to kind of survive, whatever. It's just, I'm not a person who can study from like 8 in the morning to like 8 in the evening. My brain has a kind of like a maximum capacity to studying for the day, and whenever I hit that threshold, which is usually around like 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm done. Like, I cannot work anymore. So yeah, after I'm done, I try to build, but it's not that easy because of my studying, and because I sit a lot, my back is worse as well. So it's not been the easiest, I don't know, like month and a half now. I also am not seeing my boyfriend this weekend, or the next weekend for that matter, which is killing me a little bit because I miss him so much. We've seen each other last weekend, and we pretty much seen each other every weekend for like 2 months now. And we've seen each other before at school, obviously. So it's gonna be weird not seeing each other for 2 weeks. So yeah, hopefully we'll survive this, because yeah, we're both stressed out. I think the fact that he is going through the same thing that I am, because we are studying for similar for the same exams technically, because I have one extra one from geography. He only has 2 that I have, so he has one less, like 45 questions to learn less. But I think he's stressed out more than I am. I don't know if how that's possible because I am a very like person who really stresses out about things like this. But I feel like he's winning this contest right now. Anyway, I can say these things because I know that he doesn't watch my videos. So I can say things like that. Yeah, I miss him. Um, but we'll just have to be patient and wait, and then we're going to have the whole summer to enjoy. He already has a job, I don't, so I also have to do some job hunting. But I am looking for jobs. I'm looking for teaching jobs in the area, but there are no jobs here in the vicinity or in the city where he lives either. So yeah, it's not going great so far. But hopefully, as the end of the year is approaching, some more offers are gonna come. So each of the townhouses is for 2 Sims, and it has 1 bathroom, which is downstairs, which is fairly small. It's like a 3x2 bathroom, I think. The whole lot comes in at 80 something, a little under 84,000 simoleons, and it's 20x15. It's the canal corner lot in Evergreen Harbor if you want to place it on the lot that I've built it on. And as you can see, this duplex is it's very light. I used light wood tones, lights of pink and white and like light gray, and I am very excited about how that's turned out. I really love the color scheme. I also make sure to place a lot of kind of items that the sim that lives here can use. I imagine maybe only a single sim living in each of these, but you could obviously move in 2 people if you wanted to, because there is a double bed which is accessible from both sides if you want to do that. I also yesterday, because I'm again recording this on Thursday before the speed build comes out, I saw some leaks that we might get the kits that the Sims team mentioned. Was it like a week ago? I think or like 2 weeks ago, the roadmap. So they mentioned 2 kits, and we've already got a leak, which I talked about last week. And I think someone on Twitter, or I saw it on Twitter, leaked that the packs might come out on the 30th of May, which is not great because those could actually be my first packs that I might get through the EA Creator Network. But I am kind of in the middle of the study sessions because my first exam is on the 28th, so that's English, and then I have 2 more on the 4th. That's pedagogy and psychology and geography. So morning is the pedagogy and afternoon I have geography. So it's not the greatest of timings, really, but it's not official. So we'll see if that's the truth. Because I think if that was, well, I think it could be announced on Tuesday and it could come out on Wednesday. So yeah, technically it's possible that that's gonna happen. Well, the kits look kind of nice. I'm not saying it's like full on my style. I think one of the kits is some sort of bistro themed pack kit, which looks very Parisian to me, which I think is very nice. It's not a style that I would go for naturally, but I really like I think it's a nice addition to the game, and it adds a little bit more architectural character to the game. And the other one is something with a patios thing. So I think there are some sunbeds, some arches, like things you would probably need by a pool, which I think is very nice because especially the sunbeds, when I saw some of the leaks, I really liked. So I'm excited about that one. The other one, not that much, but this one very much because it looks very nice, and it might nicely fit with the modern Luxe kit. Yeah, we'll see. Also, don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, you can redeem, or you can purchase, technically, the Blooming Rooms kit for free on the EA app. I think until like early June. So go grab it. It's one of the most amazing kits there are. I think I use it in every single build that I don't restrict myself in. And yes, so go grab it because it's free. And you can just buy it without any money. It's just like it's free. So you can have the base game and you can have the Booming Rooms kit for free, which is amazing because genuinely I think it's the best kit. I mean, there are kits that I used a lot as well, like the Clutter kit or the which one do I use? I think the Greenhouse Haven kit is something I use very often too, but this one is by far the one that I use the most because it has the most gorgeous hanging plant that I use religiously. And it also has some other really cute plants. So if you haven't grabbed it yet and you don't own it yet, go grab it because it's genuinely worth it. And especially when it's free. It's worth the €5, but it's definitely worth it when it's free because it's amazing and you want it in your game if you can have it. Anyway, now we're working on the kind of back patio. It's like a back garden of the first duplex, which is like very light. I already talked over the upstairs, which as you can see was a bit of a open concept, so it's open to downstairs a little bit to the living room, and there is a bed and sort of like an office area as well, so you can your sim can sleep there and work there as well. So you could have maybe someone who works from home, or it could be just like a computer to make sure that you can, you know, do stuff that you need a computer for, like purchase medicine, things like that. So yeah, I think a computer really comes in handy. And now we moved on to the second duplex, which as you can see is already taking shape into a much darker color scheme. I was very indecisive about the color scheme here, but I wanted to keep the layout the same. So the layout is the same as for the second one, or like fairly similar, I think. But the colors are just different because I felt like maybe some of the furniture that they have was kind of given to the people who live here when they moved in. So yeah, and also to be completely honest and transparent, I was a bit fed up with the build when I was furnishing the second apartment, but I really needed to finish it because I wanted to get it done, get it edited, because that was, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago when I was really not in a good place when studying, so I really wanted to get it done and finished. So I was a bit fed up, so I wasn't creative enough to figure out a different look for this home. This is a creative kind of process, and sometimes you just don't feel creative, even though you start something you think you will like. You don't have to feel creative all the time. So I just finished this in a manner that looked similar to the one next door, and I just used the same items just in different swatches, because sometimes it's just what's necessary, I guess, because I really needed to have it done and ready to be posted because I was just tired from studying, and I still am, but I'm in a better place right now, which is a bit odd considering I'm getting closer to the actual exams. But I don't know, I just feel a bit resigned, like whatever happens happens. Yeah, but I put the time in. I am putting the time in. I am studying. I am doing what I should be doing. So I'm hoping it will turn out well. I'm going to pre-record the next week's speed builds right after this one because I will be busy next week studying for my second exams, for the ones that I have in like early June. So I wouldn't have time, or I don't want to waste my time on the video, so I'm going to record now. So I'm going to let you know how I managed my exams in about 2 weeks time in my video on like 7th is Friday, I think. So I'm gonna let you know how it all panned out, and we will also get to talk about potentially about the 2 kits that might be coming out next week as well. Because I'm pre-recording, I'm not gonna be able to talk about it next week, and I don't think I'll be able to create something with the 2 kits until after my exams. So yeah, I'll try to put together a room build as soon as possible, but I just cannot make any promises because it's genuinely going to be very, very busy for me, and kind of like final study sessions as well. So yeah, I just need to do what's best for myself. So I'm gonna prepare and get ready to have everything ready, scheduled, and I don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, so now we're just finishing the exterior, and that's going to be it for today's video. So if you want to download this build and get it on the gallery, my ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can try the hashtag michaelasimsyt if that works better for you. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you wouldn't miss any of my future uploads. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!
A lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I ain't going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.